Hi, this is the Price Action Analyst. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've had a request for MGI, which is MoneyGram International. It's listed on the US exchanges. This is price action going back to '08. If we go back further, you can see price was a lot higher. It was very high. 300-ish, close to 300. And then it's fallen off and consolidated for a very long time, since, '08. So that, you're back to the financial crisis there. So price has consolidated since that time, and you can see, there's been a few volume spikes, and in general, volume seems to have picked up, certainly more than it was here. So, I've marked up the support and resistance lines. Actually, let's look at the whole 12 years of consolidation first. So this is a consolidation period. So you can see support and resistance, move up to resistance, cycle back to support, resistance, support, resistance, and then went inside support, and then eventually came down and to the support level here, tried to go down again, cycled back up to resistance, and now down to this support level here. So long term, I have no sort of I don't have a long-term upward bias on this, because it's kind of still in a consolidation. If you were to argue that was a breakout and a retracement to the trend line, maybe, but it's a very long time frame. I don't know if that matters. So, my very short-term expectation, given that price has kind of tested support 3 times here and broken out of this downtrend, and you've seen a bit of a pickup in volume. My short-term expectation is for price to cycle back up to resistance. So, there's no way to tell what that's going to look like. It's certainly, the momentum looks on the upside. This is I guess you're seeing a retracement here of some description. This is an upward push, and you're seeing a retracement, and now it's broken out. So I think the last time I did a video on this, I said expect a bit of weakness there. So you're seeing it on the retest of that high, but price is leaving a wick here. So looking at that, I'd also want to see this gap filled, and it wasn't quite filled. That's not a guarantee, but price generally likes to come back and fill those gaps. But from this push up and this breakout, this might be the beginning of a next leg here. So if this trend line holds, you're seeing a wick there, which is good, and you got strong buying. So even if you do get a push down, as long as you start to see buying pressure off that and a push up, and then that push up breaks these highs, then my expectation then would be for price to come and test this high and maybe push past it and get to resistance. And then if it does that, it's really a matter of seeing what the price action looks like when it gets there, and how weak it is off the back of that. But given that you've had, this was the second, this was the third test of this support line. This was also a gap here. Didn't do much, but price has pushed off that. So yeah, I'm not enamored with the price action there. I know I've done previous videos on this where I was a little bit more bullish, but I just, if I was to hazard a guess with this, it would be for something like that. And of course, this would be stair stepping on the way up, but that would be my projection, and to be more accurate, something like that. So yeah, I mean, expect maybe a bit of a push up here. Again, as long as this trend line holds, if price cycles back here, comes back inside the trend line, and then goes past these lows here and starts to like close at its low below the trend line, price is going to come back down to support. But I think that's low probability now. The indication is for price to go up. But if you see one of these outside of this trend line here, and it's below this gap and it's closing on its lows, expect that. But I think that's low probability. I think the high probability is for to get to 550 before it cycles down here again, and if it gets to 550, I think you could reasonably expect it to test resistance. So I hope that is helpful. I know the person that has been asking for that's been asking it for a while. Sorry, I've been very busy as of late. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and consider subscribing to the service if you haven't already and you're interested in real-time crypto updates. Thank you very much.